EA Sports of the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. This taken in at the 8-yard line. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing right away is Allen. That's complete to his tight end. It's Dawson Knox.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard.
56, 56.
Here's the first carry for the man from Kentucky, Ray Davis. It's a first down and a gain of 13.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
The tight end Kincaid in motion. On the ground, this is James Cook. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll motion over Samuel. From the gun, Josh Allen. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, Sinai.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. That's Gregory Rousseau in on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
3rd and 9.
Here we go. Press. Butt strike. Hey, can. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Rasul Douglas. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. And the defense comes up with the first points of this one. It is a pick six to make it a 6-0 lead.
And Mike, we talked all week which offense was going to be able to strike first and play with the lead. Well, the defense, they had other plans. They're able to put the first points on the board by capitalizing with that pick six.
His kick is good. Makes the score Bills 7, Steelers nothing. Tyler Bass to take on
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Here we go, tonight. March right. Tonight.
Fields now. He finds DeAndre Hopkins for the catch. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Tonight.
Fields. He'll get that complete. It's George Pickens. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go, tonight. You got a mini basic. Why not? Tonight.
Back to throw is Fields. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
You know what they say about Murphy's Law, Mike? Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. He's had a pick six earlier in the game. Now he takes a sack. Fortunate for him, there's a lot of football to be played, but this has been a disastrous start.
Right.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's fire move. Trying to get to that pylon. Not there, but very close. They'll mark him out at the 1. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. It covers 51 yards.
Here we go.
A chance now to make up for that earlier pick six. They have it 1st and goal.
11. Tonight.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front. And he's in. Hey, Dobbins. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Touchdown number 7 for him on the year. Boswell adds the extra point. And the Steelers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Allen. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
Now Allen facing 3rd and long. Samuel has it working in the middle. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. A fair catch taken here. And it's going to come right at the 15-yard line. First and 10.
Here we go. Right.
Here's Dobbins. Big hole to the 30. And he's going to be taken down.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the 1st quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
Here we go, son.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10.
Go.
Now it's a bootleg with Fields. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
Right.
Now it's Dobbins. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Steelers' 11-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down.
Here we go. Right.
This one complete to Washington. And he's into the end zone. Darnell Washington. Touchdown, Steelers.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here, takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. And he's going to bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. That's brought in by the tight end, Knox. And it'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning 1st down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, here's Allen. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Allen going to give this to Davis. We are through one. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Here's Sam Martin now. He's on for the second time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. We're good. Easy, easy, easy. It's all right.
To throw is Fields. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. DeAndre Hopkins was the intended target for that one. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Hey, can't. Here we go. All right.
Fields. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down up around the 24-yard line.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Don't jump. Ready? Angel. Sit high.
1st down. Fields. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Sit high. All right.
Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. That's caught right side. It's Hopkins. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
Here we go. Go.
On 1st down, it's Harris. He'll get him behind his blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go. Sit high.
2nd and 7.
Sit high.
Play action now for Fields. That's complete. Calvin Austin. Third and a yard.
No mas, no mas. Hey, can. Right.
Fields to throw. He'll let this go for Pickens. He's got it! And he will go all the way. George Pickens. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. In motion, Shakir. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Allen will throw. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
3rd and long. From the gun, Josh Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go, son.
Austin brought in motion.
Right.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. Oh, the ball's out. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
2nd down. It's Fields. That's caught. Right side. It's Freiermuth. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
They may not have moved the chains, but with what they were dealing with there on 2nd down, that's a really nice pickup because now it opens up your play call sheet on 3rd down where it's a little bit more manageable.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. This one grabbed by Austin. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
Go.
A first down throw for Fields. He finds Austin with the grab. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
Now a second down throw for Fields. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. That is caught. It is Hopkins. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a fourth down decision to make. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. Second and a yard. Once again, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to the Steel City after this. They'll throw on first down with Allen. That's taken in. It's James Cook. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
On the handoff, this is Cook. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Has his man, it's Samuel. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Here's a handoff to Cook. Now a loose football. But it looks like the Bills are going to get it back. A fortunate break there. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. From the shotgun, it's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on. That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. Here's Allen to throw. And the coverage right there. This ball knocked away. It's incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. got a hand in there and made the play.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient. But at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Two incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Pass's kick is good. And the Bills are back within 2 scores.
And that's a really nice boost here before the break. I mean, you work the clock well, you're able to steal some points. The biggest thing is you're able to build a little momentum now going into the locker room at halftime.
Cavante Turpin on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 24-yard line.
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. All right.
Making the read, this is Fields. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So we come to halftime in this 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you down to Orlando now. That's where the coach is, Jonathan Coachman. And our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Turpin. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
go. Good. Hey, can't. All right.
On 1st and 10, Fields. He'll let this go for Pickens. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Here we go. Hey, can. Is that all right?
Fields now on 2nd down. Pressure gets there, and down he goes. The big man, Ed Oliver, in for the sack.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Hey, can. Right.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. This one down the field for Freiermuth. That is hot. And he's going to take this one all the way. 85 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. What a luxury to have in an offense, a tight end who can take it down the field like that and take it the distance. Shades of Greg Olsen back in the day.
Well, I appreciate that, Mike, but I think it's clear by now that we all know what's the most impactful position on offense. It's the tight end. And when you have a guy like this who can not only make those difficult catches underneath, but who can get down the field for these big plays, man, you got yourselves a weapon.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
A carry for Cook. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Finding yourself down here, multiple scores in the 2nd half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there. But if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll run the toss with Cook. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. So now they'll throw it with Allen. A short throw caught by Kincaid. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. Now Allen has complete right side to Kincaid. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. First down, first and goal.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
56, 56.
Here's a run. He's going to force his way for a yard or two, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Now it is first and goal. In motion, Shakir. Out of the gun, here's Allen. He pulls it in around the 5.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in first and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable second down.
From the 2 now, here's second and goal. They'll run with Cook, and he's going to be stopped in the backfield, taken down back at the 3.
It makes sense on second and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have third down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on third and goal.
The man in motion here is Chark. On third and goal, here is Allen. To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. He gets free. Accelerating toward midfield. Inside the 20. And he's going to take this back all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. What a critical flag. Roughing the passer, it sets up first and goal. A run with Cook.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. he gets stopped for no gain.
They'll try it again from the 2. Second and goal. Here's Allen to throw. He's got his big tight end. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Buffalo. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal. And, Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Allen leading the Bills to the line for this 2-point try.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
5 wide, alert! We go!
Back to throw. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive.
Here we go, son. Go.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Tonight.
Play action now for Fields. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, son. Tonight.
Throwing is Fields. The left side into the hands of Hopkins. And the Steelers are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. They move it down to the 4.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
From the 4-yard line, trying to punch it in. 1st down and goal.
Tonight.
And he'll be stopped at about the 2. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and goal.
Here we go. Tonight.
So now they'll pitch it out here. What a move! He's in. Najee Harris. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This returnable from the 4. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played?
That's to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Peyton Wilson.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
Here we go, Sly. Go.
He'll get this out to the left flat. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Here we go. Tonight.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Oh, he tried to swing it outside, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matt Milano. Well, the quarterback trying to find somebody open there, but that time, instead of finding his running back, it goes back the other way for a defensive score.
Mike, I think this is just one of those cases where the quarterback's just a little too casual with the throw. He kind of goes to his running back late on the check down. He never sees the defender until he's chasing him on his way for the touchdown.
Alert! Go!
Allen will throw. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just the pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
Following the touchdown, Bass is back to kick it off. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A run with Dobbins. Room to run past midfield. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Don't jump. Ready?
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Is it all right?
Fields. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there, short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions. So that's a huge first down conversion, fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this clock.
And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Tonight.
Here's Dobbins. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal. It's inside the 10, down to the 7-yard line.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Here we go, side.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on 2nd and goal. That's Washington, the man in motion.
Tonight.
Fields going to hang on to this one. And he keeps the legs moving, able to get it down inside the 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run with Harris. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. The Bills going to use the first of their timeouts. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone, and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They face second down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. The second down throw is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
He's already been a little reckless with his decision-making up until this point, Mike, and now it almost backfires on him again. He has to do a better job of finding the matchups, finding the space on the field so everything is not a forced ball into these tight windows.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down. Coming free is Chark. He's got it. And he's going to have the Bills' first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on fourth down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for fourth down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense. This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
They'll try again here. Second and 10. Again, it's Allen to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On third down, it's Allen. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Let's see what they do here. This is fourth and long. They'll try and throw for it with Allen. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Bills first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Now Allen. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump, and they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the backfield is why this team finds themselves with the lead here late in this ballgame.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw is Allen. A dive and a catch. Incredible. The Bills going to use their final timeout here as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the game.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Dalton Kincaid there, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Now here's 2nd and goal. The man in motion here is Chark. To throw again, it's Allen. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Pass now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bills are able to cut the deficit to 10. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Bandarra, bon partit.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Here we go, set.
This drive begins with a run by Harris. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field.
He tingut que allunyar un parell d'atacs de la primera part, que m'he quedat allà a 4ª i 1 a mig del camp, que hagués donat de guerra. Però bueno, molt bé, està fet.
So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
Mayor miedo antes de tu rinoplastia secundaria. Pues yo creo que el mayor somos horas de operación y pocos pisos. Todo lo contrario, no puede ni un solo. Me inflamé 2 días. Molesta absolutamente nada. O sea, que yo diría que sí. Ya cuando te quitan los tapones ya es directo. ¿Lo persigue? Sí. Los secundarios, aunque estéis bien a los soportes, ahora no se van a así. Porque supone que el cartílago a la costilla se va a revascularizar, es decir, necesitan vasos sanguíneos y aumenta la flexibilidad. Sí que me doy cuenta que cuando me haces las fotos siempre te digo, ya es imposible que mejore. Y luego cuando me haces las fotos a los 2 meses o al mes o lo que sea, sí se nota. Mucho más diría, es primaria secundaria, no inclusive no. Hay gente que cree que cuando es secundaria van a ser mucho más graduadas. Porque va a ser peor, pero claro, pasa por aquí. Claro. Entonces, distintas manos, distintos procesos, distintas. No sé nada que ver. O sea, yo no veo ni medio morado, pero ni amarillito, o sea, nada. Si le salen mínimamente mal, los semanas está. Sí. Eo, sí, no tinc ganes d'escriure, t'envio l'àudio. Sí, jo faré per anar, ja ens veiem. Quan el nano em pensava que jugava, perquè sempre juga després del primer equip, i ara juguen fora, tio. Allò de que canvien, de vegades canvien a casa i a fora, doncs ara els hi toca el diumenge fora. I amb la Pirinaica és el dissabte aquí. Jo em pensava que jugaven el primer equip a les 5 i el nano a les 2 o així, i et deia, doncs baixa i veiem el nano. No, però és la mateixa. I tampoc no vull deixar sol. Però sí, si no passa res, sí. Ens veiem el 26, em penso. Vale? Vinga, nano, una abraçada. Me he cargado a su eso. Me lo he cargado para 4 semanas a su quarterback.
¿Suyo lo has lesionado?
Sí. Yo no tengo nada que hacer, pero él sí que jugará playoff. Para primera, sí, le he jodido un poco. Estamos con Estela, que ha pasado de la cirugía, ¿cuánto tiempo, Estela? Quería preguntar una cosa. Lo bueno. Usamos horas de operación y pocos bits para encima. Hola, Lexbox. Descubre nuestra nueva tienda. No sé. ¿Cómo bailar? Tiene fin. Mira que me gustaba, porque lo escuchaba mi hermana cuando allí en Segure venían italianos y eso lo escuchaba. Pero es que ahora oigo la voz y me da...
Y a mí me gustaba.
Estoy así desde que anoche vi el primer capítulo de la 7ª temporada de Black Mirror. Son las 6:30 de la mañana y me pregunto, ¿qué coño hago despierta si estoy de vacaciones? Al menos he podido admirar el amanecer de la Toscana, que es el mismo que cualquier lado de España. Vaya puta mierda, todo lo veo gris. La verdad creo que estoy dejando de romantizar todo esto. El hombre escorzo me aparece así en el salón y de repente me empiezo a animar de nuevo. Aquí podéis ver cómo se pone el pantalón, pero en mi mente no es así, en mi mente es esto.
Too sexy for my love, too sexy for my love, love's coming to leave.
Así que me meto corriendo a la ducha por lo que pueda pasar y empiezo a depilarme como si no hubiera un mañana. Hasta hago relaciones con el vaho porque soy una ridícula, pero no ocurre nada entre nosotros porque el hombre es corto, tiene hambre y salimos a comer. Cuando de repente el perro pesado nos descubre y nos empieza a traer su muñequito para que se lo lancemos, que le ve impaciente como a mí. Toma, pesado, ya vuelve. Toma, cansino, ya